What up, baby? Tonight I am headlining, which is pretty nice because the theme song for Closed Mic Night always says that I'm the headliner, and this is the first time that it's actually true.
Welcome to Closed Mic Night. Give it up for your headliner, Michael Blake!
I am headlining, but there's a stipulation. I am co-headlining with my friend Andrew Yankee. We're both going to do like 25 to 30 minutes. Here's the show poster. I don't know why Andrew Yankee's name is always above mine because we're co-headlining. You know, could you make a poster where my name is at the top? But whatever. Whatever, dude. Me and Yankee did not create this show. We're not the ones producing it. Our friend Mikey Mike created the show, and then he asked me and Yankee to headline. Usually when people are looking for a headliner in Kansas City, they don't think of me or Yankee, but luckily Mikey Mike is very new to the scene, so he booked me and Yankee to headline. He hasn't had time to get brainwashed by everybody into not booking us as headliners. It was originally going to be at a bar, but it got moved, and now we're doing it at the First Amendment Brouhaha, which is like a 250-person room, and we're probably going to have like 10 people there. So it's not ideal, but it is a real comedy club, so that's cool. Yeah, baby, me and Yankee doing a headlining spot. Pretty funny. Should be a good time. I did 25 minutes last night. I'm hoping tonight will go better. We're going to leave for the show in about a half hour. I will see you fuckers there.
That killer is fucking everything up.
Let's go. Yo, we're at the First Amendment Brouhaha. Show's about to start in 10 minutes. I'm with Mikey Mike.
What up, guys?
So Mikey Mike is the mastermind behind this show. He booked everybody. He invited people. He set it all up. How are you feeling? How are you feeling about it?
I'm excited. I'm a little bit nervous, but this is history in the making. We're not going to stop. You know what I mean? This is just the first stepping stone in our story, if you will. So I'm super excited to have you guys all out.
This is your first show you've ever produced?
This is my first show ever, yeah. So we're just going to see how it goes.
And I noticed you named it Funny Business. Where'd you come up with that name?
Yeah, so my cousin, I have a partner in crime. My cousin came up with Funny Business. We got business to do, and it's gonna be pretty funny. There's probably gonna be a possible rebrand in the future. I think there's a few other shows called Funny Business, but for now we're rolling with it.
Who designed the poster for tonight?
My cousin. My cousin is he's very good with like the editing apps, and he's got some experience in show business, so he's kind of behind the scenes pulling the strings, essentially.
Yeah, he did a great job.
Yeah.
And you mentioned earlier that if you made the poster, you would have put our names side by side.
That is correct. Yeah, I don't think, you know what I mean? I think you guys are neck and neck, you and Yankee. You know what I mean? As far as like my favorite comedians in Kansas City. The poster's unfortunate because it gives the illusion that Yankee is totally headlining, but if you pay attention, the font is completely the same. So if you pay attention at all, you would know that there are two headliners tonight.
That's true. And to make up for the poster, they're going to let me finish the show, making me the real headliner, some would say.
That is technically correct. Michael will be closing out the show. Mike's one of my favorite comedians in town, so this is going to be fun. I'm confident in you. I have confidence.
Thank you, man. I love when my producer has confidence. And not only did you produce the show, you're also starting the show and warming up the crowd. You're about to do 3 to 5 minutes of stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
Are you ready for that?
Yeah, I'm just going to warm them up. I'm doing my best jokes tonight. You know what I mean? So there's no pressure. There's no real pressure. I've been here before. I don't think the crowd's going to affect me at all. We'll see. We'll see. I don't want to speak too soon. We'll see.
All right, go get him, Tiger. You're gonna be on stage in about less than 10 minutes, so go get him. Yo, Mark brought me a Zen.
Yo, what's up? What's good, people of the internet? How are we doing tonight?
So this is your first time making the journey out to this club, right?
Yeah, dude, the Hollywood Casino is right across the street, and usually I'm there if I'm all the way out here. I'm about an hour away from home.
Bro, I'm glad you came out here to watch. What's your first impressions of the club?
Looks dope, dude. I just peeked inside. Cool little stage. The room looks dope. It looks fun. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a little guest spot.
Yeah, you want to do some time on the show tonight?
Yeah, dude. I'll do whatever you need me to do, man. Holding it down.
All right, bet. Well, as a co-headliner, since I have the power, I would love to give you a guest spot. Feels really good to do that.
Sheesh. Dang. I mean, brush some shoulders off. I will gladly accept, especially since you're their co-headliner. Also ripped out the spot for me too. So
Yeah, I'm with Andrew Yonke. Yonke, I just gave Mark a guest spot on our show tonight as a co-headliner. But wait, you already told him he could do one?
Yeah, I asked the host. I mean, I got a call very late. I was very worried about attendance here tonight. I was sorely mistaken, but I thought we needed Mark Myers here to come in clutch and be one of like 3 audience members, even if that meant a guest spot.
I was on the way to play poker, so it was.
How many people do you think we got in there right now?
12.
All right, yeah, we didn't need Mark at all. We have 12 people.
All right, guys. Well, I'll see you later.
No.
No, I'm kidding. Dude, this is what me and Yonke do. When we headline, we call people and we give them guest spots. We're like the Robin Hood. We give to the poor.
Yeah, no,
Steal
I'm
from
an early
Rory.
believer in Mark Myers' comedy. Even when he was on stage just making people uncomfortable and being very off-putting, I was like, this kid's got potential. I have an appreciation for Mark Myers right here. So, yeah, co-sign the guest spot.
What's up? Co-signed.
Yonke, thanks for letting me close out the show tonight because he just kind of let me close it out. I didn't even really have to ask him to let me do it, so I appreciate that.
Dude, it's no problem. I'm a huge Michael Blank fan. You are the one with the most followers on the lineup. It's like,
Not even
this feels like the best part of the show almost
It's
is
like-
this production right here. So, like, I'm just honored to be sharing the stage in a co-headliner capacity.
Oh, by the way, me and Yonke did think we were going to be doing 25 to 30 minutes each. Turns out we're just going to be doing like 15 minutes each. Much more manageable. Should still be great.
It's gonna be a whomper of a 15. I'm doing some great jokes, some moments from the podcast live on stage, and yeah, there's there's Zen fighting going on. It's infighting.
What the fuck? Mark, fuck off. Mark's like, dude, let me put your Zen in. And then he's trying to touch my mouth. Sorry. Jesus Christ. This interview went to shit. We'll see you fuckers after the show.
Boom, baby.
Boom.
It is my great pleasure to introduce to the stage a great friend of mine. You may know him from his YouTube series, Open Mic Night. Please put your hands together for the very funny Michael Blake!
Yo, what up? It's your co-headliners, Blank and Yonke.
What's happening? Open mic night.
Who would have thought, Yonke, me and you headlining together? I wouldn't have thought it.
I think this was actually really fun. I got to bring you up on stage rather than having just the host do it. So that was a special treat. I was happy with my set. Not every joke went great. I wouldn't say I murdered, but started really strong, ended really, really strong, and definitely had them throughout. Lost them a couple times. Whatever. It happens. I was loose, baby. What do you want me to do? And you know, it's fun headlining and having that sort of freedom to touch topics and like Everyone else has kind of already gone up and warmed them up, and it's great. It's like having a sweet spot at the open mic, but you get to do longer, and it's really cool.
Dude, something about headlining, you get like a serotonin rush, and you're like, yeah, let's fucking go, dude. I'm gonna fucking do whatever the fuck I want.
It really did. I was like, oh, dude, I'm gonna just rip it. They're gonna love the stuff. I was gonna bring out way more stuff from my podcast where I like rant, and they immediately pulled back. I was like, I think I'm just gonna stick to jokes then.
Yeah, dude. When I'm doing like a opening for someone, I'm always like, okay, let me tell my jokes, not mess up the rest of the show. But since I was headlining, I'm like, all right, let me scream as loud as I can, because who gives a fuck? I'm the last comedian.
Dude, that was super funny. It did wake the crowd up, and it really did kind of set the tone for your set, being like avant-garde, being like anything could happen, like these jokes are not necessarily related to one another. And it made for a really interesting watch. I believe in your potential so much as a headliner. Like, I would love to see you doing 45-minute sets, hour-long sets.
Dude, thank you, bro. After doing like the longer sets over the past couple of days, I'm starting to feel like I could do it.
What do you, if you could change one thing about your set, what would you change?
I don't fucking know, man. What would you change about your set if you could change one thing?
I would have not talked about RFK. Lucas Hurl had just done great RFK material, and I was like, oh, this is good. His RFK material is different than mine. How cool would it be? 2 comics in a row have a really cool take on RFK that doesn't have anything to do with one another. And then they just were not biting at my brain worms thing.
So now you're feeling bad about that?
Well, I still love that joke, but I would have maybe kept doing material for a little longer to build trust.
Okay, I thought of something I would definitely change. For some reason, during the past 2 shows, I stumbled on the same word of the same joke. They only give you 10 minutes out. They only give you 10 minutes out. Hey, Mikey, thank you, bro. You want to say goodbye to the vlog or anything? All right, our producer, the host and creator of the show, Mikey Mike, how do you think the show went?
I think it went good. It was just the first show we've ever put on. So I'm super happy about how it went. You know what I mean? It's only up from here.
It's only up from here, and you did great. How many people do you think were there?
Probably 30.
Yeah, close to 30.
25, 30. Yeah. So
Yeah, great turnout.
the owner was kind of asking me, he's putting a lot of pressure on me. You got people coming? I'm like, yeah, I got some. I've been working really hard on this. So I'm happy with the way it turned out, for sure. Gonna keep doing it. Yeah.
Well, you delivered, bro. Well done.
Man, thanks, guys. You guys did fucking awesome. I'm so glad you guys headlined tonight. These guys are what's going on in Kansas City right now. If you want to fucking follow what's going on in Kansas City comedy, it's these 2 people right here. So that's all I got to say. I'm out of here.
Dude, shout out Mikey Mike. Dude, drop the Instagram and the TikTok this time. You deserve it.
Appreciate it. Instagram is Mikey Mike _Williams. Last name reveal, finally.
Hey,
And
quick question. When's the next Funny Business show?
we're going to try to do this a monthly show. We're going to have another one for you in October.
Okay, quick turnaround.
October.
Follow
Yeah,
Mikey
yeah.
Mike on shout him out again.
Mikey Mike Comedy on TikTok and Mikey Mike _Williams on Instagram. I think I'm going to finally convert my personal Instagram to comedy.
All right, Mikey Mike, we don't want you to keep your girl waiting, so get out of here.
Say thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
out.
Yeah, Mikey Mike did do a good job.
He really pulled out all the stops. He brought like 30 people, and all the comics that they ran by me, I don't know if they ran them all by you, but I was like, yeah, I'm totally happy with the lineup. I thought all the comics did great. Shout them out. Throw up all their Instagrams if you have time. There were 9 comics tonight.
Yeah, there was a fuck ton of comics. I tried to make a joke about it at the very beginning of my set, and like nobody fucking laughed at it. Keep it going for the other comedians you saw tonight. Andrew, Lucas, Mark, Red, Dylan, Mike. We might have had too many comedians on the show tonight.
Well, we did keep it kind of tight up top. They were doing like 5-minute sets, and that did warm them up. We were liberal with the guest spots, but I think that helped the turnout. I think it, made for a really fun and diverse show.
Dude, that was a great time. It was an honor. Shout out, Yankee.
It was an honor. Shout out to Michael Blank. Shout out to Open Mic Night.
Let's fucking go. Thank you, Yankee. Co-headliners, baby.
Boom, baby.
Our dap-ups are always so crisp, dude. Yo, I'm here with fellow comedian Lucas Hurl.
What's up, Mikey?
So Lucas was at the show last night, and then we just did the show together tonight. Which one did you enjoy doing better?
Ooh, I'll say tonight, because it was a younger crowd. Last night was like a dive bar, but in a great way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is like tonight had way more people, so I gotta say tonight. But they're different shows. One's a bar, one's a comedy club. They're both great.
Yeah, I felt the stage was like almost too high.
The stage here is too high?
A bit. I mean, I want to come back, but yeah, like I felt like, I don't know, I've really noticed that now too, because, as like, I think the OR in the Comedy Store is like the perfect level of like elevation, because I do a lot of don't tell shows, and a lot of the don't tell shows you're like level with the crowd, and that's a whole other beast. It makes you really good, but it's really hard.
Yeah, dude, I 100% agree. I hate being on the floor with no stage, but yeah, when a stage is too high, like there's something off about the whole room.
Yeah, I had to remind myself a few times to make eye contact. Usually it's easy, and I'll like look him in the eye as I'm telling a joke, but tonight was harder just because you are being just a foot higher than normal is a little bit trippy.
Also, I feel like the room is brighter than usual. Like I could see everybody in the room almost.
Well, and the neon screen behind you too. It's like, you ever been to Disneyland?
Yeah.
Have you done Soar in the World?
The simulator where you're like paragliding? Yeah.
Yeah, it reminded me of that.
Yeah, there's the giant screen. At the beginning, they were like just playing like screensaver videos of like flying. Yeah, they were beautiful. Just
flying over mountains, there's a country road.
I wanted to get up there and be like, oh, is that Warrensburg? But then they changed it to the fucking logo.
Oh, they did? Yeah, because I figured you could do a whole set just riffing on that fucking screen.
So what's your next stop after Kansas City?
After KC, probably a trip to Austin, but right now the first scheduled stop is Baltimore. And that's, I think it's a Tuesday through Thursday set of shows with Adam Ray.
That's awesome, and also a pretty weird time to have a set of shows.
No, Adam's so awesome and so busy right now that I assume that he's like, dude can sell out midweek. That's a crazy level of...
That is crazy. Selling out multiple days midweek, too.
Do a Magoobies if you've ever been there.
Hey, go to Magoobies, Baltimore. Lucas Hurl, Adam Ray. It's going to be a great show.
They got a decent green room, but they have the best burger I've ever had in my life at the whiskey bar that's attached to it.
That's high praise, dude. Is it like a thick burger or like a thin burger?
It's just juicy, cooked perfectly. Like some sort of marmalade on it. And probably better than the crab cakes I had in Baltimore.
Holy shit, dude. I got to try marmalade on a burger now or whatever the fuck they did.
Yeah, dude.
Shout out to Lucas Hurl. I wish you luck in Baltimore and beyond.
Dude, thank you.
Boom, baby. We did it. I loved it, dude. Headlining was awesome. Dude, it just feels different when you're the headliner. You're like, fuck it, this whole show is about me. I got to go in there and land this plane. I'm the guy. You know, you get a lot more confidence just from being the headliner. The show was pretty good. We got like a solid 20 to 30 people to show up. The room seats 250, so it still felt very empty with 20 or 30 people. But it was a good crowd. They were young. There were a bunch of hot girls there. The girls from the Dueling Piano Bar episode, they showed up to the show. Yes! So I got to see all of them again. It wasn't an easy crowd. Nobody was crushing or anything. There were 9 comedians, so by the time I got to them, they had seen a lot of comedy. They were warmed up almost to the point of being too warmed up. I did the thing where I screamed and pretended to have stage fright. Ah! 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 Holy fuck. Sorry guys. I get stage fright sometimes. I tried to do some crowd work, but I just ended up being really mean. What do you do for a living, ma'am? You work in a doctor's office? Oh, what do? You hand out like suckers to the children coming through? I don't know, that sounded really mean and condescending. I'm the headliner. I'm allowed to do crowd work. Okay, all right. I'm gonna be nicer. What do you do for a living? Oh, you're in school. Oh, that must be nice. Mommy and daddy paying for school. I'm a dick. Okay. No, my mommy and daddy tried to help pay for my school, and I got expelled. So you keep at it. I told the joke about washing my hands. They say you're supposed to wash your hands after you go to the bathroom because you touch your penis, and that makes your hands dirty. Well, I started washing my penis, so now I don't have to wash my hands. I went up there loose, kind of did everything out of order. By the time my set was wrapping up, I could tell they were ready to go. Which, to be fair, it was like 11:20 on a Wednesday, so most people had work in the morning. One girl was on her phone. I called her out. All right, I'm gonna finish this show off. I can feel some of you are ready to go home, especially that lady right there. What are you looking at? Is that Instagram? Yeah. Okay, that's good. She's probably looking at my Instagram, watching my comedy reels, getting to it once. And then after the show, she came out to me and she said she was texting her other friends in a group chat, and they were giggling. They were texting about me, they claim. That was the show tonight. Not bad for a late show on a Wednesday. Oh, by the way, we did get paid tonight. It was a free show, but we asked for tips at the end, and I came out with $5. This will be enough to buy me a can of nicotine on the way home, and that's all I really wanted. So, pretty good show. Anyways, thank you guys for coming along. I fucking love you guys. Peace. If you want open mic night to come to your city, then tap the link in the description and tell me what city I should go to next. This program is made possible from contributions by viewers like you. Thank you.